Fox News alert, the NYPD says a suspicious device was found in a car near New York City's Mayor Zohran Mamdani's Manhattan home. This comes only a day after NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch confirmed an explosive device was thrown outside of Gracie Mansion during a protest.
We were born and raised in New York, and we want everyone here to stay in New York. You don't get to come from outside and then tell everyone else.
Joining us now is former NYPD officer who served with the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force, Tom Smith. Tom, thanks so much for joining the program. I guess the big question is, how does someone get these explosive materials?
And that's the important part of this. You're not walking into a store, especially an 18 and 19-year-old, and buying this. Where did they get this, and who taught them how to build this device? That's going to be the important part of this investigation going forward, and the JTTF is going to go into that with their backgrounds. What's their inner circle, their travel, their finances? All of that's going to come into play when it comes to how did this begin and where are the origins of this?
I know we don't have a lot of information now, but what are the potential motivations of something like this?
Well, it could be a bunch. It could be political. It could be religious. It could be an opportunity because of rhetoric that's going on. I mean, look at the statement that was mentioned by the mayor, not really downplaying this, or downplaying it, and not coming out against it. So what you're doing is you're empowering these people. If they have an ally, this is going to continue to happen. And unfortunately, this might just be the beginning.
Let me read that statement because I think it's important for the context of this conversation. This is what he said, the mayor, on X. Yesterday, white supremacist Jake Lang organized a protest outside of Gracie Mansion, rooted in bigotry and racism. Such hate has no place in New York City. What followed was even more disturbing. Violence at a protest is never acceptable. The attempt to use an explosive device and hurt others is not only criminal, it's reprehensible and the antithesis of who we are. I mean, to start a statement about that, when you have explosive devices, I mean, I just don't understand it as the mayor of the largest city.
No, I don't either. And it's disturbing because you're empowering them. You're giving them an ally in the might be beginning stages of these attacks. You have an improvised device. You have an explosive device being brought into New York City. That is a problem, and that should be at the forefront of any statement that he gives when regarding this action.
What is going on in counterterrorism, control rooms all over the country right now to keep Americans safe, not just in New York, but all major cities?
Yeah, what they're doing is they're communicating very tightly with our overseas partners and getting all the information that's from there into here. Threat streams, any threats into major cities, embassies, anything to do with this homeland. We're in contact with our allies over there who's going to feed us that information because that's where it's going to come from. And then what's going on domestically, all the joint terrorism task forces around this country are going to be on high alert to make sure nothing like this is happening. And if it is or it's being planned, to stop it beforehand.
But all the people that crossed the border that we don't know where they came from, over 10+ million people, could that be problematic?
That's a big problem. Just look at what's going on overseas now with Iran. We had about 2,000 Iranians stopped at the border. Over 750 got in. We don't know where they are, who they are, what any motivation they have in this country right now. So, again, on top of now dealing with threat streams, you have to look for these people and see where they are and what they're doing in this country.
Roger that. Tom, thanks so much for joining the program.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.